One of the most common questions at Parseur we get from new users is, do I need one mailbox per vendor or document format? And the honest answer is usually no. In this video, I'll show you when you should use one mailbox, when you should create multiple mailboxes, and a simple rule of thumb to organize documents without creating a mess of mailboxes later. If you're setting up Parseur for invoices, receipts, bank statements, or other documents, this will help you design a system that scales cleanly as you add more documents. First, it's important to understand what a mailbox represents in Parseur. A mailbox defines three things: the data schema, which is the fields you want to extract, the parsing instructions, how Parseur's AI should extract the data, and the export configuration, where the parsed data gets sent. So a mailbox isn't just a folder for documents, it's really a complete parsing configuration. This means the number of mailboxes you create should be driven by your output and workflow, not just how many vendors or layouts you have. So the first rule is simple: different document types should always go into different mailboxes. Invoices, receipts, bank statements, purchase orders, shipping labels. So even if they look similar, putting them into the same mailbox will usually reduce accuracy. A good starting point is create one mailbox per document type. Once you've separated document types, the next question is, should you create multiple mailboxes for different layouts or vendors? And in most cases, the answer is no. If you're extracting the same data for multiple layouts and sending it to the same destination, it's usually best to send everything to one mailbox. For example, if you receive invoices from 20 different vendors, but you're always extracting invoice number, invoice date, total, line items, and sending that data to the same system, then one invoices mailbox is usually the best setup. Parseur's AI is designed to handle multiple layouts within the same mailbox, and if you encounter problem documents later, you can always create templates for those specific layouts. There are a few cases where creating additional mailboxes makes sense. Case one is different data schema. If different documents require different fields, you'll want separate mailboxes. For example, one invoice workflow may require only totals, while another requires detailed line items. Those should usually live in separate mailboxes. Case two, different destinations. If documents need to be exported to different systems, separate mailboxes can make export configuration much easier. For example, invoices going to NetSuite, receipts going to an expense system, statements going to a database, and so on. Each mailbox can have its own export settings. Case 3, processing documents for customers. If you're processing documents on behalf of multiple customers or you're reselling our service, you might create one mailbox per client or customer. This lets you give customers access to their own mailbox, track usage per customer, and configure different exports per client. The one situation where you might create multiple mailboxes for the same document type is when layouts create conflicting instructions. Usually you should try this first. Start with one mailbox, let AI handle the layouts, and then create templates for the layouts that don't parse well. But if you still can't get acceptable results, then splitting layouts into separate mailboxes can help. Just keep in mind that more mailboxes means more maintenance, because any changes to fields or settings need to be applied everywhere. So if you're just getting started, here's a simple strategy. Create one mailbox per document type, send all layouts to that mailbox, and then add templates only for layouts that need them. And then, as a last resort, create additional mailboxes only when you need different schemas or exports. This approach keeps your setup simple while still letting you scale later. If you're still setting up Parseur and you're not sure how to organize your mailboxes, check out the help article linked in the description or reach out to our support team at support@parseur.com. And if you want more tutorials on AI document processing and workflow automation, subscribe to the channel.